Was it Anthony Bowie?
You don't give me the line, man. I couldn't
Okay,
do it.
so no, dude. Honestly, it was not foreseeable that they would feel the way they did. See, they had. Here's why we couldn't foresee it. Black women have always been put ahead of black men as far as the family. If somebody had to go to college, you sent the girl to college because the guy could get that good factory job, and then they would always come back home and try to pool the money with the family. But my generation was the first generation that they turned their back on the family traditions. They kept all the shit for themselves, and the problem is, they kept it all to themselves. And this is when you saw a lot of people getting married around around 95 to 96. You saw a lot of people start getting married or trying to have children around 26 or 27, 26 to 29. But the shit wasn't working because you got a woman who thinks she's better than you. She's not your equal. So you button heads with this stuff. So this is why you see short-term marriages falling apart.
What's going on, guys? I'm here to respond to this video with Minister Jap and Kevin Samuels. Kevin is 100% correct. So this is what you're looking at. You're looking at a lot of these young women who are leaving, and even their parents are telling them, you know, do what makes you happy, do what makes you feel good. And see, they're breeding women who think about themselves and only themselves first, and then everything else can trickle down. When you have that type of mindset and you don't teach your children how to be selfless, how to have gratitude, you know, how to be humble. When you don't teach these women these type of things, it'll lead to a woman with an inflated ego. This is why you have a whole bunch of women who feel like, okay, my parents raised me right. My dad worked hard to get me into this school. My mom worked hard, and, you know, and these women are willing to ruin their family line by dealing with a dude who's, I'm not talking about, even if their dad made a lot of money, let's say he makes 150 a year, 200 a year. There's nothing wrong with marrying a dude in your 20s who makes 60, 50, right? Let's just say you're in your 20s and that man loves you. That's not what these women are doing. These women are marrying men who don't even have the money, or they don't even have the moral fortitude. They're not disciplined, they're not hard work. And this is why, as a woman who's not thinking just only of herself, you need to choose a man who's not thinking about only himself. Because what happens is you'll choose a guy who's like, man, I ain't trying to work that job. I ain't trying to work. Man, I ain't about to be no slave. But then why are you with this woman? If you want to work, look, check us out. I'm not knocking no man. You know, however hard you want to work, what job you do, I ain't knocking you. But when you take on the responsibility of saying, I want to be with this woman, I'm here to help take care of this woman, this is why it's important to choose a man who understands that role. Because you will get a dude who will say, man, she making money, you know, instead of, I'm going to do everything I can to make sure we good. And that's why you see a lot of women losing. You see a lot of women losing when it comes to men now, because they're choosing men that, all right, he got money, but he's terrible as a person. He just wants a chick there so he can have guaranteed sex. He's gonna have a baby by you, and you're just there as a body. You know, he doesn't look at you as a real father. The reason why the women don't choose these men, they choose these type of men, is because they look a certain way, they're popular. These women, look, this is why I tell you guys, stop feeling sorry for a lot of these women, because they don't want who their daddy is. They don't want the type of man that their father is. They don't want their dad was willing to put these women that come from good family households, the dad was willing to put himself last because he knew he had a woman that was going to put him first. You see how that works? Yeah, I don't have to worry about putting myself first because my wife is going to do that. And that's how it's supposed to be. And if you go into these relationships where everybody's being selfish, that's why they fail. This is why you see a lot of women getting into year 3, 4, and 5 in the marriage, and they're ready to they're done. They're ready to be done with the relationship because they're ready to get back out there and start having fun. They don't. This is why I tell a lot of you guys, you're looking at a lot of women who want to be living city lives. They don't want you to move them 30, 40 minutes outside of the city so they can't be around their friends or on the scene. They want to still be out there on the scene. They still want to turn up. They still want to do all that into their 30s and 40s. And this is why a lot of these women are failing. This is why a lot of these women marriages are going down the drain. This is what is going on today. Y'all have a good one.